Landrigan Field, the site for today's game between the Burlington Red Devils and the Wakefield Warriors. Anthony Matos and Dominic here to take you through 3-0 Burlington, 1-2 Wakefield. And Burlington is set to receive the opening kickoff from Wakefield. It is a pretty deep kick, and it's received by Ryan Brooks, who goes up the right sideline. And Brooks, all the way to the 45-yard line, is where Burlington will begin. Really great game last week, 41-24 against Cambridge, and they look to continue their quest to undefeated here at Landrigan Field. And no Greg Sheridan today for Burlington, the offensive coordinator slash play caller. So it will be a shared duty between Kevin McDonough and George Bailey Jr. An injury update on Burlington right tackle Ethan Tedesco out for the year with an ankle injury. So Sam Haggerty will take over, Brian Haggerty will take over as right tackle as Burlington starts in a shotgun formation with Brooks as a wingback at the 45-yard line. It's a fake touch pass to Brooks as Garrier looking down the seam, wide open man, that's Ryan Ellis, and first play of the game, it's a touchdown. First play of the game, Garrier to Ellis, and it's 6-0 Burlington. And it's the sheer factor of next guy up if Ryan Brooks is not a factor in a game. And Garrier had all day to throw. Some blown coverage there. As Brooks again attempts the point after. Second week in a row without their kicker. Brooks right down the middle. 7-0, 16 seconds in. And what a start to this game. It's a pretty crisp, cool Friday evening. The sun golden in the sky right now. Probably one of my favorite fields to be on. Elevated, you could see skyline of trees. There's a school to the right.
All right, I think I'm here. Can you hear me?
There we are, yes, there we are. There's Dominic.
But figured I'd skip that first drive, you know.
Yeah.
All right, that first of all, I just want to say that was amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
You know, so let's catch me up here just because I was kind of doing some tech stuff.
Yeah,
First thing, cameraman, can you have my audio in your headphones? You can hear me? Perfect.
Yeah,
awesome.
perfect.
Anthony, how's it going, man?
Good. It's been all right. Really great start for Burlington there.
And they are undefeated, right?
3-0.
Wow. Okay. So funny enough, there was a lot of things I wanted to say before that drive regarding Wakefield.
Yeah.
Because the record's very different. Wakefield just got their first win last week against Beverly.
Yeah.
They looked really good, dude. It was such a huge improvement coming off of their first two losses.
Yeah.
And I knew they're going into this undefeated matchup with Burlington, and we'll see how it goes now.
And what have you seen change from those first two losses to last week against Beverly?
I think the big thing I've seen is the offense. The backfield has done a great job. You have Sanchez and Fullerton in the backfield for Wakefield. McNeely, their quarterback, is doing such a good job. Let's see. Wakefield gets it up on the 35, it looks like. Gets stuffed by Burlington.
Yeah.
And, that backfield's been huge, right? The O-line has been protecting their quarterback a lot better. And the defense, in terms of their blitz, their linebackers, has been really good. Where I'm getting nervous, and it's funny that first drive just happened, their secondary. That's what I'm worried about for Wakefield, and if there isn't a better example, it just
seems
happened.
like a miscommunication from the safeties, because Ryan Ellis just ran straight between them, and he was wide open. Garrier could have had a cup of tea back there.
Yeah, no, that was textbook, really, for sure. So looking forward to this matchup, though. There's a lot of momentum going into this game for Wakefield, showing such better strides. And let's see what we do. Looks like we got Fullerton in the backfield.
Seems like they have a sophomore quarterback, McNeely. Yeah,
it's been tough, dude. It's been tough for him. Trying to figure it out, get a feel for the guys. Looks like it's going up the middle for Fullerton. Slips a little bit.
Seems like he tripped. 39. Good gain of 3. And the thing for Burlington has been the defensive line play. We are such a smaller team compared to other teams. I mean, if you look at Woburn 2 weeks ago, they had like 6'5", 300 everywhere. And if you saw the score, you wouldn't believe that it was such a close game. It was 21-15, we won. And the sheer factor of the strength and conditioning that this coaching staff has done, we don't play like a 3-0 team. We play like a 13-0 team.
Wow.
It's the mentality of winning football games. And the last time they played Wakefield, which I'm sure is going through you guys' head, it was 21-0. Ended your, I think, 16-game winning streak.
Yeah, big deal for us for sure. Looks like we've got a jet sweep to the left, going to Sanchez up the left side. Nice little game there.
About the 43.
Yeah, and that was Sanchez. That's one of their heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Actually, last game he didn't get a lot of action. All they had to do was give the ball to Jaden Fullerton and run up the middle pretty much every time, and there's always a minimum 7-8 yard gain. It really was a good showing of that offensive line. Great blocking all around. So curious to see, but now they're already down. So hopefully they don't feel backed in a corner just yet.
Yeah.
But beginning of the game. So.
And the scouting report I was reading is there's a lot of RPO run game type stuff here from Wakefield.
Yeah. And
the linebacker play has to be par in reading the keys. A little QB keeper from McNeely. He's short. That's 4th down.
And that's their preferred side. They always go left. They always try to either McNeely keeps it or they hand it off to Fullerton. And it's shown good success in the past few weeks, but it looks like Burlington may kind of have a run for their money figuring that out early. So
punting here, I would have went for it with this field position right now.
It all depends, right? I think they're trying to play that patient game right now. Don't want to get too, into it. They got a good kicker. Jefferson usually kicks it back pretty far. Try to pin Burlington just a little bit.
And the electric Brooks back there will let it roll, and the wrong decision, I think. Back to the 11,
roll.
10.
As I
solid
said,
kick, inside the 20. Can't complain if it goes inside the 20.
Yeah, that's the thing about him. Jefferson's reliable. Yeah. I'm actually shocked they don't send him out there for field goal kicks a lot more when they're kind of, on the edge of the red zone. But it's high school, right?
And a kicker in high school is a really big thing to have if he can hit it from 30, 40.
Yeah. You see him do it in warm-ups, obviously, right down the middle. But it's something that I kind of wish they utilized a little bit more. Maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Beautiful
and I see
weather.
a more conservative approach here on the second drive. First play of the game, you want to go deep. And then games, second drive, third drive, you want to continue.
Exactly.
So 1st and 10 here for the Devils from their own 10. Seems like they got a trips pistol look with Doherty in the backfield. And Drew Garvey on the outside, close to the wingback. And more motions here, back to shotgun. Doherty to Garrier's left. Changing up the linebacker look. Garrier, it's just a handoff to JT. And JT, who had 71-yard rushing touchdown last week to cap off the win.
That's amazing.
Gains 5. Yeah, he's not really the long run type. He's a put his head down, get 5 or 6. Gritty guy. I'm surprised he had the distance or the stamina.
Yeah, solid run. I mean, kind of a similar thing on the Wakefield side with Fullerton and Sanchez. They kind of just drop their shoulder and just take the hit,
Perfect, yeah.
And they always get that extra yard. So
Burlington's almost got a thunder lightning backfield. It really depends. If they need a more pass-catching running back, they got Brady Richer. And right now, inside the 20, they're going to go with Doherty. They're going to run it down your throat, and then you got a quad look, RPO. Just get it in the hands of Ryan Brooks, and he will make something happen. But really no gain there. 3rd and 4, if I had to guess. And this is the conservative look I was talking about, just keeping it nice and simple. So 3rd and about 3 here. As they sub out the tight end Fernandez for more pass catchers. And Burlington, not really a tight end use team. They're only in for really blocking. I think twice in my lifetime I've seen a Burlington tight end go out for a route. 3rd and 2 could be a dive play. They got the linebacker in the B gap there. I don't know if they're going to run it. Garrier.
Gonna keep it.
Rolling right, finding Ryan Ellis, the touchdown catcher. And that's good enough for a Devil 1st down and a little more. Devils keeping it nice and conservative. That's exactly what you want to do to open up Middlesex League play.
They're playing smart, I mean, they're being conservative. They kept keeping their foot on the pedal a little bit. And Wakefield seems like they're scrambling a little bit, trying to just read those routes, read those receivers.
And the playbook, I would think, is a little shrink down because your play caller isn't back there calling plays.
Exactly.
So from the 26 after the first down catch, it'll be a pistol look for Garrier. Wakefield has a stacked defensive line on the left side. Garrier looking right, fakes the RPO bubble right in the middle of the field. That is Conti, I believe. Yeah, that is Conti. No, that was 5. That's Matty Conti.
Getting a few subs in on the Burlington side, I see. Who are their heavy hitters? Who do we look for usually on the Burlington offense?
Burlington, it's 26. It's Ryan Brooks. I think he's top 10 in Massachusetts in terms of recruits right now.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, he's linebacker, running back, DB, kicker, punter.
Do it all. Jack of all trades. Yeah.
The Travis Hunter of the team and a little bit more. About 2nd and 5 here from the 31. And now Brooks on the outside. 10 yards off the ball. I just throw a little bubble screen here. Handoff, Doherty, and he is,
Stuffed.
yeah, that's what I mean. This line is hit or miss with their assignments. And Wakefield looks like they got a couple big guys back there.
It's a mix, you know. You're talking about, smaller team sizes. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place. Yeah, their D-line's good size. Linebackers, they have an oomph to them. So, when they, like a play like that where they can kind of get ahead of the offense and jump right out.
So you'd say the Achilles heel is the secondary, definitely.
Yeah, I would say so. They've shown improvement, as I said, but even in this game alone, you got receivers wide open right now.
3rd and 5, a trips look for Garrier. And Brooks pressed on an island to the right. And Wakefield sends 5. Garrier known to take off, he will. And there are those legs that he's worked on all offseason. And Garrier for a huge gain. Down to the 46, gain of 24. And here's their hurry-up offense. They're going to have, usually they have a quad look, and there's a timeout, Wakefield.
This is going to be interesting.
7 minutes in, it's been all one-sided, I think, if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, besides a few solid plays from Wakefield on the defensive side, yeah, it's pretty lopsided right now.
Yeah.
Really nothing to say. Kind of seen remnants of Wakefield about 2 weeks ago when they faced Linfield. Kind of especially in that secondary, as I keep saying. I'm gonna talk about the secondary all night, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Burlington's definitely picked up on that already. Seems like really good confidence in you guys as quarterback. Just keep chucking it midfield. Probably can go deep more than once. We'll see what they do, though. I mean,
Ant has definitely grown as a quarterback. He used to be like the Bryce Young skittish type, just taking short, taking the sack, and now he's improved to an almost Cam Newton. Like he's a threat to take off. He's a threat to take off. He can sling it deep. His arm strength has improved greatly, and it was awesome to see him grow. He started as a sophomore, stepping in for a graduating senior, and the chemistry he's built. He's played with every single one of these guys.
That's great.
His whole career.
Yeah, that lineage. It means something, Same with the Wakefield guys. I mean, they're all tight. They've all known each other since the earth started cooling, And there's just really good chemistry there. And when it clicks, it clicks.
And just an inside run to JT. And Doherty gets to the 40. Gain of 6. Solid run. And then, again, putting his head down, taking those extra yards.
Good tackle by Fullerton. Had to whip him around, of course.
And it's almost a hit or miss side of the line, too. The left side of the line, nice and big. You got Chris Williams, Vadney at center. And 64, that's new. There's no 64 on my roster, so.
There's always one number that's wrong.
Oh. Back to a pistol with a tight end. Another run to JT. JT cutting it outside.
Nice move.
Flag down. That's probably a hold. And another thing, too, it's the composure. There was maybe week 1, I'd say 23 flags combined from both teams. Week 1,
wow.
It was sloppy. Woburn, there was less, and then Cambridge picked right back up to about maybe 18, 19. It's holds and blocks in the back for this Burlington team. That's been their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I think the big thing for Wakefield, fortunate not getting too many penalties. You see the occasional hold every now and then. Illegal shifts has been happening a lot. There are a lot of miscommunications.
Illegal
on
shifts
the
from
offense.
motions, trying to implement motions.
Yeah, and it's trying to figure that out. As McNeely's young, he's getting into his stride with the team now, being the leading quarterback, and just some miscommunications. But fortunately, Wakefield hasn't seen too many detrimental penalties.
2nd and 14 from midfield. Garrier puts Mello in motion, John Mello. And he motions back, fakes the handoff, and it's a slip screen to Brady Richard. There's our Lightning in the Thunder Lightning duo.
There he goes.
And Richard down to the 41 for about a gain of 9, excuse me. There's our Christian McCaffrey, and our Derrick Henry is JT. So a nice elusive hands power back duo.
Love your comparisons.
Yes,
Love your comparisons. Maybe not Christian McCaffrey this year, but we'll say the
maybe
overall
not this
athleticism.
A healthy Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
He's got hands, he can pass block, he can run.
And that's great when a running back can kind of do it all, when he can run those routes, when he has a good set of hands on him. I mean, it goes a long way.
3rd and 6. I see a short route concept here. Don't go deep. I see them going for it too if they don't get it.
I say they can just run it again.
They keep pressing Brooks, and I'd love to see them just throw to the right. Under pressure, he takes off again. He's going to outrun that D-line. And Anthony Garrier has about maybe 50 rushing yards this drive. Got to put a spy on Ant. Ball's at the 20. Gain of 21. Now it's the red zone, and this is where their struggles have happened. They get to 4th down a lot of the time here. And it's because it's run, run, run. I don't think we really have a go-to red zone play that guarantees a touchdown. And it's the Wakefield defensive line, I've noticed, getting too far into the backfield where they can't step up and get hands on Garrier.
Garrier has a lot of time when he's back there. He really, to make whatever decision he needs to do.
Screen pass, Richard. Can he get to the edge? He will for about 3. Good tackle there by Jackson Fitzpatrick.
There was a running lateral to number 30.
Do you guys have a lot of guys playing both sides of the ball?
Yes, yes. This is it's almost like a 25-ish man rotation, I'd say. 11 on offense, 11 on defense. A couple guys stepping in, and we're a little bit injured. Our starting tackle out for the year, and we got a freshman over at right tackle. It's just a bunch of next man up mentality if someone goes down, and our offense hasn't taken too much of a hit skill position-wise.
Yeah, we've been good on injuries on our side.
Stretch pass, Richer, and the blocks didn't really hold. He gets to the 14. 3rd down. They'll give him 1. 3rd down and 5 here from the 3rd and 5 for the Devils, and see if we see another run. It's been screen, stretch. And Wakefield's done a pretty good job anyway of keeping Brooks quiet. Usually he's had 10 touches to this point. I see him coming over the middle of the field, making a catch. He can take hits from those big linebackers who I presume are blitzing. They blitz 1. Garrier, seam route, wide open. That's Ellis. He already scored once. He gets down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal.
They can really do anything. They don't have to stick to one play. It doesn't have to be a run. It doesn't have to be a screen.
I thought they would run there. I really do. JT does a lot of good, hard running. And usually here inside the 5, it's a quarterback keeper, or they bring in 3 tight ends and they go straight up the gut with JT. And Wakefield, I usually see Wakefield more aggressively blitzing. I don't see them blitzing more than 1 linebacker, which is kind of odd.
Yeah, no, they're known to blitz. I think maybe with the circumstances that they're kind of going through right now, they're being a little timid in that sense.
I see a run left side to JT or slants. It's a keeper. There's the keeper. The spin move, and he's short. He's short inside the 1, yeah.
Nice effort.
Great job from the D-line there. pursuing Guerrier. Second and goal, maybe one more play. I would hate to flip the field now to end the quarter. Walk all the way to the other side just for them to score. Just do it now.
I think they'll do it now. Might as well just punch it in.
I'm sure Coach getting flashbacks. Our season ended at the 1-yard line. In the playoffs, we fumbled on a QB sneak.
Ah, heartbreaking.
Same jersey concept, too. It was red on white. Here's the big set. Flags on the field with a second to go. It's delay of game on Burlington. Was there time on the clock before the penalty? Ball's at the 6.
Delay game penalty, 5 yards. Second and 6 from the 6.
And that will end the quarter. 7-0 Burlington. And it seems like they've had the ball all game, and Wakefield hasn't been on offense. Excited to see what goes down in the second quarter.
You know, I'm sure the coaches are kind of getting ready with the offensive guys that aren't on defense, coming up with some plans, some schemes, talking to McNeely. Got to do something, though. Because it seems I got a feeling that Burlington is just going to keep slamming them into their face.
This is exactly what they do. They chew the clock down because the best defense is keeping the ball on offense. If they can't touch the ball, they can't score.
Yeah, so far their time management is just as pretty much the whole quarter. I mean,
when they opened up the game against Cambridge got the ball with 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. It was awesome to see the clock management. And you wouldn't believe that the final score was 41-24 with the way they had the ball. And what I'm hoping for this game is they limit the mental mistakes, the penalties. There was a bunch of personal fouls. They have to bring down those. This team, they get cocky quick, but then they tone down at halftime.
I was just about to say, I see a very confident. There's a confident demeanor in them right now.
Really second half team.
I mean, yeah, it's those things accumulate though. Those mistakes, those personal mistakes. All it takes is like a bad penalty, a fumble, and it can just really turn this game around. I mean, mind you, it's still 7-0. Most likely about to get some more points on the board.
And you're not guaranteed to score either. Anything can happen here.
Exactly.
Especially with our regular field goal kicker out. I presume they would go for it here. If may be. But Wakefield, that first play, did a great job of tackling Gary, bringing him to the ground. And a more spread look here on second and goal from the 6. Guerrier looking right. Guerrier stepping up. Guerrier on the run, and it's caught.
Great catch.
Touchdown, Matty Conti. And 13-0, and there's the escapability. There's the Cam Newton aspect of his game. Avoiding pressure, stepping up, a little bit off on the throw.
He had the hops, though.
Yeah,
I think he needed to throw it a little high. So very versatile, though, for sure.
That is not Chris O'Diven. That is Matt Conti. That's not Chris O'Diven.
What's that?
That's Matty Conti. That's not Chris O'Diven.
I was saying he was versatile.
Yeah. I'm talking the PA guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't. I can't even hear with these headphones on. Yeah.
It's a false start on Burlington. So they'll push the PAT back. This could be huge. Instead of a 20-yard PAT, it's 25. And every point matters in football. I mean, knock on wood, if this doesn't go through, Wakefield's still in it. Fumbled snap, and he drills it. Great job on Mello, the holder. Getting that down, almost got home.
Yeah, seeing Fitzgerald almost block it. Came close.
Came close.
14-0.
So when they were down in the past, how did Wakefield respond, so to say? Stick with the run game in that backfield?
You know, as I said, there's really good confidence in that backfield now, and they got two solid guys that they can rely on. You know, when they're backed into a corner, they kind of just do it. They kind of just see what works, you know? I mean, McNeely's young. I keep saying that. You got to find out what, like, is working for him in that night. So that run game really is probably that momentum shifter that they can jump into.
At some point with the game the way it's going, you have to air it out eventually. And having a sophomore back there, or maybe not knowing the playbook as well,
Yeah,
got to see what works early.
We've seen challenges in how he's reading the field, how he's scanning. Typically, he has a pretty good amount of time to kind of get a feel for where he should be looking, but he's young. It comes down to he's young and he's figuring it out.
It's all about the youth. This Burlington team was young a while back, and now the young have turned old, so to speak. And it's all about experience.
Yeah,
Wakefield 2 years ago, when you guys went undefeated, you ran all over us. It was awesome. QB was really, really shifty, and I hated playing against it. I hate calling those games.
Yeah, it was a big deal when he was gone, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, bringing in McNeely, seeing who else could step up to the plate. And it's
He started last year, I think. He was a freshman,
yes,
right? Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
why I
it was,
recognize the name.
it was a tough year. You know, to be honest. You know, he did a good job for the cards he was dealt, but it's tough getting thrown into the fire like that.
Started 3-0, I think, last year.
Yeah. Looks like Fullerton's going up the middle.
Big run here. Down to
Dragging
the
a few guys
37,
with him.
fighting for a couple yards.
Gonna see
Seems
lot
like a
of that
nice,
number.
physical, gritty team we got here, Wakefield.
You know, here's the thing. If Wakefield's offense can figure it out, you know, get Burlington's offense off the field a little bit longer, we could have a really fun game tonight.
I'm expecting back and forth shootout this game. Wakefield trying to get back in the win column 2 weeks in a row after 2 straight losses. And
I think it starts
Middlesex
now.
league win is bigger than a non-league win.
Definitely. Let's see what they come. Looks like Sanchez is in the backfield for Wakefield. Maybe they'll be doing more of a split backfield today.
Close trips look, which is interesting. Inside handoff.
There he is.
That's just the power. If you can double team the noses in the ends, you're going to run all over this Burlington team, and that's their main concern. They are really small outside of Tyler Vadney over at nose tackle, who is usually in the one technique. Mark Seltzer, 59, usually way too high, gets pushed back. And James Mutiabi, not really a physical D end, but gets the job done. If he sees the quarterback, he gets there.
Nice.
And it's either 3-4 or 4-3 from this Burlington team. They almost always ran 4-3. Second down, 5 for McNeely. Another inside run. And gets the 45, short again. I say keep running it. The run game seems to be working.
I'm curious to see when there's going to be a rotation. Looks like Fullerton may be coming in now.
Big guy, Fullerton.
What's that?
Pretty big guy, those pads.
Yeah, no, the pads definitely amplify him a little bit in his stature. But I mean, him and Sanchez maybe a little bit of a smaller guy. Sanchez a captain. They both can get the job done for sure.
3rd and 2, and basically same situation as last drive. RPO keeper. And Burlington gets there. They're home. And there's the speed of Mutiabi getting to the edge. That's why I love him out there. 4th and 2. Now you have to go for it.
You got to go for it, right?
Now,
I mean, at this point, you know, clock ticking down. A lot of time left in the game, but you really got to do something here just to kind of shift the
punting.
tone.
I don't like
There comes
this.
Jefferson.
Wakefield's playing scared almost, I see.
I said that earlier. You could kind of feel it in the air with them. Not really, you know, they're not blitzing as much on defense, trying to like be ready for that passing game. But you know, then Burlington runs it, so it's like, what do you do?
And now the aspect of you could go down 3 scores.
High snap.
Gets the punt off, plenty of time. Oh, and it's short. He rushed it
Muffs the punt a little bit.
and poisoned the call, obviously here. Pretty good field position, 26-yard line. Where it's down, and, I mean, could have been worse.
Got an okay roll. Got an okay roll for sure, considering a bit of sloppiness there. But overall, good field position.
Last week, Cambridge's punter averaged, I think, 12 yards per punt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
I saw some of the tapes. Just
a little
preparing
sloppy,
for-
yeah.
Wow.
26-yard line, yeah.
I mean,
I see the run game.
Yeah, I
going
mean,
here.
probably. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious how they feel actually down there on the sideline, what they feel like they need to do. You know, you're already up 14-0. You got such good time management. You know how to control the clock.
Keep chopping, keep going.
Exactly. Let's Let's see here.
Surprised we've only seen the one deep ball. A little bit of a less aggressive approach. And they keep sagging off on the outside. Play action, Guerrier. He's looking deep.
Breaks right through.
It's Brooks, and he overthrew it.
Just in front of him. Broke right through the secondary there.
He would have scored too.
I feel like he had his hand up that whole play. He knew.
Fastest man on the team. I forget what he runs for his score. I think four something. He is quick, and he's talking to Bailey, and he said they can't guard me.
He looks frustrated right now. He's yelling at himself a little bit.
I'd say something to Guerrier, like throw that again. I'd run that same play.
Yeah?
I don't think Wakefield will be ready for it. Because they ran that exact play, I believe, without the play action aspect of it to start the game. And it worked to a little bit of a slower receiver. 9:18 to go, second quarter. 14-0. Inside handoff, Doherty gets those extra yards.
Fitzpatrick with the tackle. Usually see a lot of tackles from him on the Wakefield side. Got a few sacks last week.
Big guy.
Looks like someone's slow to get up.
Vadnais, he got hurt last year, out for the year, and
oh, really?
Next man up, junior. Not the biggest dude, but he's physical. Tough blow.
Yeah. He's going to need a second for sure.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. He's the bread and butter of our offense. He snaps never bad. Plays both sides of the ball. Third and 6, I definitely see a run here, but with the absence of Vadnais, I see more running from Burlington. Or at least quick game runs.
Trying to see how he's doing. He's walking a little better.
And looks like Omar might come in first center. Al-Sarabi, 75. Yeah, get that name looked at. Hopefully he's okay. And he's always had leg problems. Just hope he's all right.
He's looking better. Got to give him a second for sure.
Yeah, it looks like he needs a taping. He'll be all right next possession. But I definitely see either a slant, mesh, something short, get that first down, then you can start thinking 1st and 10. That is a rare miss on that first down play from Guerrier. He's almost always on point with that throw.
I mean, I think you got to run it here. It's kind of...
And again, the Wakefield D-line not getting home on a play that takes a while to develop. And hopefully they double blitz here with 85 over there. Matt Beaver. Wakefield sends 4, and Guerrier collapsing pocket, and he just goes down because he tripped.
A little bit of theatrics there.
Zach Courtright gets credit for the sack. And it was pressure up the middle. That's the absence of Vadnais. 4th and 21, you got to punt it here. Hopefully Brooks puts a good boot on it.
It's kind of what Wakefield needed. You know, kind of getting nervous after that breakaway route. Fortunately for Wakefield, just throwing a little bit in front of him.
Huge for your offense, too. 3 and out after you went 3 and out twice. Get the ball back. Probably good field position.
Let's see where this punt goes.
Depends which Ryan Brooks you get back there. It's like 80-20, good punt, bad punt. Good snap, and there's the good punt.
That's a beauty.
And he muffs it. Can Burlington get on it? No.
Quick reflexes on Wakefield there. Burlington ready to pounce.
Daniel Hannafin almost grabbing that one.
Just bobbling out of Fitzgerald's hands there. Had to run back to get it, though. It was such a beautiful punt.
It's a really good punt. That's a 45-yard punt in high school.
Wakefield parents getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, I would be too with this offense. I mean, it's a division rival, Middlesex League game. 6 runs. I don't think they passed it once, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
6
they're
runs
nervous.
out of Burlington. Yeah, you can't play nervous. And
Yeah, I think they're trying to play smart, but it's just not working in their favor. I mean, they have faith in McNeely, but it's all about if McNeely can connect. But they haven't really given him a chance
it's
for
whether or
that.
not the receivers can get open. Back to a pistol if they motion. Seems like Jackson Fitzpatrick's going to do a lot of blocking tonight. And a counter run. And there's the big hole. Gain of 4. Gain of 4 every time is a first down every 3 plays. So hopefully they can keep that up. Excuse me, that was gain 3.
Progress is progress.
2nd 7. And there's Vadnais. Vadnais back. He's all right. Just needed a little
It's looking
ankle
good.
tape. And back to the 3-man front. Seven straight runs for this Wakefield offense. At some point, you have to air it out.
You got
You
it.
got to put trust in McNeely. This trips look, I would hope they pass.
Maybe a screen. They like screening with the trips. Keeping it.
Play action.
Looking deep.
And McNeely looking and underthrown, intercepted. John Mello in for the 2nd straight week. And there's the inexperience of McNeely on full display.
Yeah, you kind of saw it right from the get-go personally. You know, even with the receiver slipping there, it's tough. I mean,
And you would think the linebackers would bite on the play action because it's been run all game and underthrowing the arm strength. And almost like they never left Burlington back to the 30-yard line.
yeah, definitely seeing some deja vu from a few weeks ago from Wakefield here. Kind of all that progress they made last week. It's just almost like they left it at home. I don't know if they came in here with a chip on their shoulder because they definitely came in with good momentum and
Easily, yes, coming off a win.
you know, facing this undefeated Burlington team, you kind of, you know, maybe that is a tactic to come in with that chip on your shoulder, have
Yep.
that confidence, be like, you know, it's time to show them what's what. But then it just kind of, right from the get-go, that first drive has not been in their favor.
And playing scared, too. I mean, just the sheer fact of not blitzing, running the ball, punting on 4th and 1 at midfield. Garrier pump fakes the screen, pump fakes the slant. Now rolling left, throwing right. He's got Ellis underthrown, flag down,
there.
and he drops it.
Yeah, that's an easy penalty.
John Fitzgerald on the coverage, and this one's going 15 yards and not a spot foul.
Just ran right into him, essentially. Desperate.
Ball was a little underthrown. That is definitely a catchable ball. It's a good call on the refs. Ball will be at the 45. As the sun is just about set here at Landrigan Field. Pretty cloudy night.
Beautiful, though.
Beautiful,
Nice,
yeah.
cool
The
air.
weather's nice, no breeze.
The stands are filled.
It's a filled stands, and
Yeah, it's
you would
good.
think for a Middlesex League game.
Usually a good turnout here for sure.
First down 10, Garrier. It's a screen. This is Garvey. And Drew Garvey gets to the 48.
About 8 yards, it looks like.
More flags.
What do we got? We got a hold or something?
It's definitely a hold. It's self-inflicted mistakes. And we see it a lot on the screen passes from Burlington too. It's either a hold, block in the back. Yeah,
Going back.
illegal man downfield, yeah.
Really need
Didn't
to
shed the
Wakefield
bluff in time.
got to capitalize on these for sure.
1st and 15. Definitely a run here. So 1st 15 from the 40. And Wakefield has 6 in the box. They send both. And the blitz does, in fact, get home. There's the Wakefield I'm used to seeing. Aggressive blitz on 1st
There
down.
we go. Keep it going.
Linebackers get home. And Richard gets maybe, he loses an inch. 2nd and 15. And the clock keeps moving, which is the mind games that this Red Devil team plays with you.
Definitely see some time management issues on Wakefield this season.
Second 15. Pistol look, Guerrier looking right, and the line coming to get him. Guerrier might look to
coming
throw.
in hot, misses him.
And he gets to 38, loss of 2.
Another penalty.
Flag down in the backfield. It looks like it's against Burlington. It's a hold on Burlington. There's the self-inflicted mistakes again. Penalties declined. It is 3rd down and 17. Or 16.
Wakefield's got to get nervous here, though, expecting maybe a deep pass.
There's definitely the chance for the deep pass here. As 3rd and 15, you want to stay aggressive. Throw it deep. Maybe Brooks again on that post that Guerrier just overthrew last time. I think it was because Brooks stopped running for a split second, and Guerrier undershot it. But a trips look here, definitely a deep pass. Maybe Doherty back there to block. No tight ends. Big 3rd down. No blitz from Wakefield. They send 4. Guerrier stepping up, throwing a strike pass caught.
All over
49. They'll give it to the 50. That is Garvey. And it'll be 4th down and 5. Definitely going to punt here for Burlington. And they're calling for the punt. Smart play here, pin them deep. You're already up 14-0. Don't have to be that aggressive. And if Brooks can replicate what he did last time, this ball will be inside the 10.
As you said, what'd you say, 80-20? What did you say?
80-20. 80% of the time, it's a good punt. 20%, it goes off the side of his foot. And you're lucky to get 5.
Let's see if it leans in Wakefield's favor.
And Wakefield looking like they're going to send the dogs on a punt. Timeout Burlington. Yeah, Wakefield with an interesting punt return look. Looking like they're going to send everyone but the return man. Maybe to try and block that thing. And no special teams blunders yet on the snap or the ball being blocked really for Burlington anyway. I don't know about Wakefield. If anyone's gotten back there to block it.
I'm trying to think. I didn't see the first game, but yeah, they've been pretty good success.
Yeah.
Definitely cooling off here at Landrigan.
Yeah, you got the trees. It's almost like a site you'd find on Madden, a custom field with all these trees elevated
Practice
above
field.
everything.
I feel like I'm in an oasis right now. My escape from the world.
And all the construction across the street.
All right.
Punt team on for the Devils.
Need a spark here from Wakefield for sure. 4 minutes
John
left
Fitzgerald
in the second quarter.
Back to return. Good
Hopefully
snap
he secures it.
and high line drive punt and
Right
goes out of bounds at the 20. Decent punt right at the 20 for Brooks. 30-yard punt. So not best case scenario, but definitely not worst case scenario. And Wakefield is the farthest they've been to start an offensive drive. And it's the 20-yard line.
Curious to see what they do here. I mean,
you have to air it out.
You got to air it out, but I mean, after that showing,
you get ball to start the second half. You have to get points on this drive.
Got to be aggressive for sure.
Maybe stick with short routes because obviously the deep route definitely didn't work last time.
We haven't really seen it yet today, but they have really good success in their screens. Quick dumps to the right. Have the running back boot out, dump it to him. It works, and we haven't really seen that in this first half.
As Weston McNeely awaits, it's a pistol snap. It's a handoff left side and gain of lucky to get 3. They will give him 3. That's Miles Sanchez on the carry. The sophomore, junior, excuse me.
I believe he's the only junior captain. I could be wrong. Sometimes these programs are incorrect.
Yeah,
I've run into the past few weeks. I think the kids
take
sometimes
Burlington. a couple number changes, and they don't care to change it on.
Yeah, no,
roster.
definitely. Like Fullerton has a different number now, so it's like they just don't update it.
Second down, 7, 23-yard line, 3:15 to go. First half. McNeely puts Beaver in motion, and it's another handoff.
Wow.
Sanchez and Burlington defensive line all over it, and he gets another yard. And I say enough is enough with this run game.
It's
It
just not working.
hasn't worked to the success or the degree that you want it to, I would think anyway.
Keep running up the middle, but it's just, what are they getting, about 3 yards
3,
maybe?
4 yards
if
a
they're
carry,
lucky?
but two steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah. You know, I think maybe they're doing that just basing off of last week. As I said, essentially that run is all they had to do against Beverly. They just keep
The
dumping it
tight
off
end
the phone.
motion,
Exactly.
inside
It
zone,
works
yeah.
so efficiently. And I'm honestly kind of shocked they have not adapted yet this late in the first half.
Well, they ran one pass play and it was underthrown. Partly because of the pressure.
You got to
partly
give them
because it
another
was rolling
chance.
Right. You have to give them another chance. You can't give up on your quarterback after one play.
Exactly.
Trips right look, maybe a touch pass. It's a jet sweep. Should have went around. Definitely should have went around, but it works out. To the 31,
They're going to give it to him?
they give it to him. It's a first down. Personally, I would have taken that outside the receiver block, but first down's a first down. Really can't complain.
That was almost dangerous. I don't know if you noticed. McNeely was kind of jumbling in his hands a little
It
bit.
was
on that
jumbled,
snap.
and I would think it was a toss, not a handoff
Yeah.
on a pass like that. The clock keeps ticking. You can't keep running. You have to do something.
Got to do something.
Maybe the plan here is don't give Burlington any chance whatsoever and just take this down to 0.
Yeah.
Score or not.
I'm sure they're nervous about that, but it's time to start running 2-minute drill.
McNeely, here's the
we go.
pass. Looking right, he's wide open, underthrown again, and incomplete. Garvey on the coverage, intended for William Forbes. He had him beat, it was just not really a good spot to catch
Having
the ball.
Forbes need to slow down there ruins
Yeah.
the whole play, really. I mean, he broke away at pretty good advantage on him, and
It was the windup, too. He took a while to get that ball out of his hands.
it's just
But
unfortunate.
Stops the clock, you can chill out.
Yeah, we'll be optimistic about it for sure, but yeah, it's, I mean, maybe just start doing short passes. I mean,
You got to throw a slant, a drag, something
He
short.
He's been tossing it deep, but he just doesn't have the arm right now.
And this does not look like a mesh, maybe slants, out routes. It's a rollout, yep, it's an out route. And he's going to find,
Sanchez. Did you catch that?
that is Miles Sanchez.
He lands kind of
Pass
funky.
is
Yeah, I didn't like that.
incomplete, and Sanchez slow to get up, but he is
Kind of twisted his body up a little bit on the way down for that ball.
little underthrown, and you would think a righty rolling out right would throw it on the run accurately. That was just a tad underthrown.
Yeah. Definitely going to need a mental reset for the second half. It's tough, though. It's not even like it's – I mean, defense is definitely playing better since the beginning.
Definitely.
But, I mean, definitely both sides of the ball are going to need to have some serious discussions going into that third quarter.
And something's got to give here. And yes, you can open up the second half with run plays, but it's how many you run. If you're down only 7, sure, run the clock out. But if you're down 2 scores, you have to score one of these drives, either now or to open the second half. And Burlington looks like they're going to send 5 on a blitz. It's a rich blitzer and knocked away. A lot going on there, and knocked away by Garvey again on the coverage.
Just not an accurate throw again. Bit behind him. It's tough
It was
when you're
the
making your
pressure from the
receivers
blitz
twist.
that just walked
Yeah.
right through the A gap. Minute 14 is way too much time for this Burlington offense.
McNeely's feeling the pressure for sure. It's definitely getting to him.
And that was maybe the mentality going in, hey, this guy's young, let's pressure him, make them play our game, not their game.
Exactly. Definitely seen some great things here from Burlington today. Typical Burlington this year, I'd say.
Yeah, every game we've gone into, it's been the game plan is the game plan, and they've stuck with it. As Brooks and Mello are back at the 39 to receive the punt.
Jefferson takes a snap.
A little bit high, gets it off.
Solid kick.
Kicks it to Brooks, wrong decision, but he fair catches it at the 40.
Long snapper's been a little high for Wakefield today.
It's been a little iffy. If Brooks didn't fair catch that, I thought he was going to house it. I just have a feeling. Every week there's something on special teams that goes right for this Burlington team. And short field here, field goal would be awesome. Touchdown would be awesome.
Curious to see what they do with a little over a minute left. They may play it safe.
They have a really good hurry-up game. They get right to the line. It's a quad stack look, 2 on the line, 2 right behind them. And it's either a screen or a go ball.
Yeah, Wakefield hasn't really faced that formation too much this season, so curious to see how much more they whip it out later in the game.
Receiving back, Richer in the backfield. First down, 10. Garrier looking right, design screen. And he drops it. And he would have had maybe 10 yards.
That's a first down if you catch that.
That's easily a first down, especially with big Chris Williams over there at left tackle. He would have flattened one of those safeties. Takes 5 seconds off the clock, second down 10. Screen on 1st and 10 with this amount of time. I don't like it, but if it would have worked, then I wouldn't have said anything. It's all hindsight at this point. Seems like the same formation, but flipped.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Garrier looking left, throwing left. Ellis again, and incomplete. You have 2 hands for a reason, Ryan.
Trying to make top 10.
Yeah, this isn't Sports Center. This is WCAT, buddy.
This is Landrigan.
3rd and 10. I see a run play, chew down the clock, make Wakefield use a timeout. Play conservative. Don't do anything dumb, is what I would say here.
Honestly, surprised
Keep
it's
it
only
simple.
0-14. You know, I mean, there were some big penalties on Burlington's side that really kind of stopped their momentum in the middle of their earlier drives. I easily could have seen this being 21-0 going into.
If you were to look at the box score and not see how the game was played, you would think this is 35-0.
Yeah.
And Wakefield's done a moderately good job at keeping Burlington out of the end zone and chewing some clock on that last drive. 3rd and 10, Garrier looking deep, underthrown. That's a pick and a half, and it is. And the Joe Flacco special on that one. John Fitzgerald back at the 25.
45 seconds left. They could do something with this.
Plenty of time, and it's the question of, do they have the trust in airing it out?
As I said, you know, they have Jefferson. He's a solid kicker. If they can get him in his range, at least put 3 points up. I mean, we'd love to see a touchdown here with this deficit, but you got to air it out. 45 seconds.
And are there any speed threat guys that can just get vertical down the field, bust coverage?
You know, really a lot of them. You know, you saw Forbes earlier. That was underthrow. You look at Forbes a lot for that. Even you're going to be looking at Fitzgerald, who just got that pick. You know, those are kind of the 2 guys that he looks deep.
Trip set here. I would not see a run play, maybe a rollout, and it's a stretch play to the other side. And that is Miles Sanchez.
Yeah, he's going to.
And a big hit from Brooks.
Yeah, he's going to be down for a second on that one.
And there is the top 10 mass recruit aspect of Brooks.
Hard hit there. Great tackle. They're going to have to walk him off, unfortunately.
Ouch, yes. I felt that up here.
Yeah, really
Big
think
play.
Got him in the helmet, I think, really.
Surprised there was no flag on that. Helmet to helmet is really looked at as.
You know, they got better eyes down there than us. It's tough, right? From up here, it looks so nasty. Look, down there it looks nasty too, but get definitely a better angle if it was helmet to helmet. Definitely was close.
And he didn't get out of bounds. The clock will continue to roll here. 20 seconds left. Maybe they
not a great way to
take
end
this all the way down. That is not a way you end the half, especially.
You know, that's just a knife to the heart right there for the spirit of Wakefield too. You know, they've really been looking at Fullerton in that backfield more than Sanchez. Been seeing some split backfield today, but really, that's a big hit for sure.
And it almost seems like a who's hot type of deal in the Wakefield backfield.
Yeah, you know, they kind of see what's working, as I said earlier, and kind of really leaning on those guys. But what do you do now?
Excited to see what goes down in the second half, especially on the Wakefield side as they get the ball.
We have a nice little halftime show here. Gonna drink my tea that's been boiling in my Yeti, and this is going to be tough for Wakefield, and I expect to see Burlington keeping their foot on the gas.
They can't play scared, and that is going to be the big story here.
Awesome. We will see you guys in the third quarter.
Toodles.
Ladies and gentlemen, now into the field, the 2024 Wakefield Warrior Marching Band. Under the direction of Tom Bankett and John Major Greenmeyer. Tonight will be the conclusion of the 2024 show entitled Mad Scientist. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the second half of Wakefield versus Burlington here at Landrigan. Anthony, what do you think? How do you think this has been going so far?
It's been definitely a one-sided affair in terms of the scoreboard and on-field play. Burlington's air attack, run attack, defense has basically almost nulled Wakefield's counters at all.
I feel like I can't even remember an offensive drive right now for Wakefield other than the pick.
3 and out, 6 plays, pick. It's been a tale of two teams, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely not what I expected going into the third quarter. I thought it was going to be a lot closer going off of that momentum that Wakefield have. This just great performance of Burlington all season. Not what I expected for sure. Curious to see how Wakefield is going to turn it around. I mean, to start off, we already know this. You just got to change how you run offense.
You have to air the ball out. You can't keep running the ball.
I mean, we're seeing very inconsistent throws. Behind the receivers, underthrown by McNeely. That's definitely something they're talking about. I said it earlier in the first half, but you got to do those screen passes. You got to do those slant routes, those quick dumps that he can just get it out. Because that's really where he shines. That's where he has shined this whole season. And I am just baffled that they have not done that at all.
Almost like we need a change at quarterback, almost. Maybe throw in the JV quarterback, see what he can do with this offense.
I'm curious. I'm sure there will be conversations after this game, right? Kind of see how the other quarterbacks are doing in practice. I'm trying to look at their roster. Jason Willis, he's another QB, freshman. It's like
it's all about youth and the young guys.
And that's the thing. It's tough. You got to replace a young guy for a younger guy. It's a challenge. As I said, there's been some great strides for McNeely so far this season. Haven't really seen it today, but I'm sure, depending on the outcome of this game, how the second half goes, there's going to be some further discussions with the coaches.
And would you say this is the worst first half Wakefield's played all year? Or does it compare to any game?
No, 2 weeks ago it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
They got dominated. You know what though? I would say this is, they really haven't had any plays. They got stopped a lot a few weeks back, 2 weeks ago, but they definitely had some plays to write down and be like, oh, this was a success. Whereas today, I'm not really seeing anything.
I wouldn't say any plays a success, maybe besides the tight end, what's his name, Beaver, coming in motion to take the end, and it's an inside zone.
Yeah.
But even that's like 4 or 5 yards. You want that play to go maybe 20, 25 touchdown.
Exactly, need him to break away, and it's just not seeing it. Curious to see if Fullerton is playing.
There's definitely breakaway speed in that backfield for Wakefield. It's
just
getting the right hole.
They just need the chance, dude. They just need the chance.
I think one mistake from Burlington, Wakefield can counter and get back in this game. It's just when that mistake will happen. Big return there.
Talk about speed. Got Tyreek Hill out there.
Not even that's Tommy DeFeo.
So, but you'd appreciate my Tyreek Hill because you've been mentioning
there you
players.
go.
Yeah.
There's a pull.
Try to sneak it in.
Garrier, I think once a week does his Joe Flacco impression. I appreciate that every week. He just talks it deep, it gets picked, and it doesn't matter that it got picked because it's either the end of the half or third and a country mile.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, looks like, we got a different running back out there. Aiden Jones.
And it does not seem to work.
No difference yet for sure. Yeah.
Yes, and seems like Burlington's come out with a better game plan to stop these stretches. Their stretch plays worked moderately well for Wakefield.
Yeah, their best success, in terms of actually getting some yardage. Someone else in the backfield, that's always a mix-up going into the second half of the game. Obviously, it's a necessity right now with what happened with Fullerton. But it's also cool to see, another kid get some reps, right? So
especially varsity reps. It's a good
exactly.
Ego.
It can
morale,
be.
Morale
it can be
booster.
ego too.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some ego to it down in the high school.
Yeah, I got varsity reps. Yeah. Second and 13 here. There's the pass. That's a dot. That's a pretty good throw and catch. There we go.
There it is.
Getting the ball moving, and that's confidence.
There we go. There we go. The spark is there.
Really
great reception for Forbes.
William Forbes, your vertical guy, gets down the field.
Looks like he's getting subbed out. Needs a little break, a little winded after that.
Reward him with some water.
He'll be back in. And that's what, already a complete 180 from what we saw. Perfectly thrown ball, great catch.
Wasn't underthrown. He threw it at the right time. It's all about timing.
The timing's going to be huge with this Burlington defense.
And it was at his back shoulder, not towards the middle of the field where the DB was. Another stretch play. That's Jones again. Perfect blocking. Aiden Jones.
There he goes.
Right sideline.
20,
Can Richard
the
get
10.
him? He cannot.
In the end zone.
Wakefield touchdown, and it's a totally different story.
I told
Maybe
you
it was a backfield change.
It could have been, man. It all comes down to those conversations. That was that was the best run of the day for sure for Wakefield. I mean, it's a touchdown. We're finally on the board.
Easily the
Best play. Yeah, that change of backfield, and that's the spark that they need.
You don't win a game at halftime. You win a game at the end of the game. And maybe Burlington went into the half way too cocky. Oh, we got this. We stopped them.
You could see it in them. You really, as I said, I'm surprised it's not, 21-0 going into the second half. Some penalties kind of slowed that down.
Oh, that's wide. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of an odd angle up here.
A little bit of a stinger kick there, but a little bit of a laser. But no, that's a complete 180. The change of the backfield maybe was something that needed to be done anyways. Something to speculate for sure.
He's got some wheels, Jones.
Yeah, broke away. He doesn't really get a lot of action back there. He's kind of that third, fourth string. Really only goes in there when there's a blowout.
Next man up mentality. And
exactly.
That's huge.
That was great. And then really that McNeely reception. That throw was great.
Set up by a really great throw by Weston McNeely. I think that was the best play of the day besides the opening play of the game.
Yeah, you can't beat that. But yeah, really good drive there. Wakefield student section revving up now.
We have Moses in the crowd, I heard. Moses was splitting the Red Sea over there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they needed. Maybe.
We can go down that route if you want. But yeah, no, that was it was great. We didn't get them on camera, unfortunately. But yeah, they're bouncing down there, vibrating the stands.
It's a pretty filled crowd. Even there's a ton of Burlington over there too.
It's good to see that.
Team, I think it is.
A lot of people at the concession stand getting their pizza.
All for lukewarm nacho cheese or hot dog.
Jefferson for the kick.
Prince Pizza's down the street,
Wakefield in their typical V formation. A little squib kick.
And it's to Brooks. You got to bring him down immediately.
Oh, he has an opening.
There it is. There's the special teams.
Grab by Wakefield.
Can he break? Oh, I thought he was going to break that.
I saw a touchdown in that. Almost broke out. Wakefield just hooked him.
Just barely.
Spun his hips around.
You gotta.
Still almost got out of that though.
Got to touch him some way, or he will not go down. He gets
great
ahead of
return.
He 4.40. I keep mentioning he is quick. He can get vertical on you. Great hands. Great physical player. And exciting to see how this second half opens up for Burlington.
Already on both sides. This is what I wanted to see. Let's see how this Burlington offensive drive goes.
It's a totally different ball game. 14.
It's 7-14. We got a game.
Totally different ball game. Garrier, inside zone, JT, and there's Wakefield.
Good stop. Still gets about 2-3 yards.
They will stop him with 2 for forward progress.
We'll take it though.
43, total 47. Clock keeps moving, and now it's a question of can you chew clock after what Wakefield put on the table last drive?
Yeah,
I think the answer is no to that.
I was going to ask you, how do you think they're going to handle this now? I mean, they did such a great job in that first half, just chewing it down, getting it down to 0. That first quarter felt like it was 3 minutes.
Yes. Usually you air it out in this situation because it's a one possession game. Wakefield just ran it down your pipe. Great throw. They motion Brooks to the outside. Now usually they give it to him here, and they will on a screen. And just no blocking whatsoever.
Great read.
And momentum is slowly shifting to Wakefield.
Luke Dixon with that tackle there. Completely nullifying that screen. Beautiful play by Wakefield. I'm smiling now, It was a weird energy before. This is cool.
It's a really great game here. 8:50 left, 3rd and 7. You got to give it to Ryan here. Just find Brooks or Ellis. Main playmakers. It's trips, pistol. 85% of the plays are out of pistol. Garrier out route. Ellis makes the catch, makes a move, and still on his feet, down to the 36-yard line.
Takes a big hit by Damian Hunt to knock him down after breaking away from that secondary.
And it's take what the defense gave you. He was 10, 15 yards off the ball. Nice little out route, can't fix. And here's the hurry up. They're right back at it. 8:20 left. They motion Mello. It's a jet touch pass.
Wow.
There's big Jackson Fitzpatrick.
There it is. Expect to see more from him. Expected to see more in the first half from him, really, but just such a dominating offense from Burlington. But that is the Fitzpatrick that we know.
Saw a lot of blocking on offense, and he really shut down wherever he motioned to stop a tackle from the weak side. And I would almost put him at D tackle.
Yeah.
Because he's so big.
Yeah.
Maybe not D end. He doesn't seem like he has the speed to get around the edge.
Yeah, I think he kind of lacks that, but he makes up for it with just like his heavy hitting. If he gets you, he gets you, you know. He's good at wrapping them up for sure. It's all about angles, right, sometimes, so.
7.5 left here. Third quarter, 14-7. We have a ball game. Another pistol look. Tight end Fernandez to the left of Guerrier. And flags are down for a false start. And
that was good.
Self-inflicted penalties again.
Wakefield defense looked a little confused there. I don't know if you saw that. They weren't really getting set well.
Maybe that threw off the offensive line. Now, Coach Balian talking with the ref on his side. And it'll be 2nd down and 20. From the 46, you gotta get to the 26. Guerrier. Brooks on that screen to the right, and he will just throw it Brooks's way, and it's a little overthrown, incomplete. Souvenir for a cheerleader over there. The 3rd down and 20.
Yeah, you kind of just got to throw it out there. What do you do?
And it was really good coverage over there by Luke Dixon. Kept backpedaling, not letting Brooks get behind him.
Yeah.
And if Brooks got behind him, I think he would have been gone.
No, good hip placement there. Really good. Full control of his body. Much better coverage than we've been seeing. You know, Burlington's still getting the spurts of receivers just kind of being wide open, right? Probably expect to see it again at some point. Looks like we've got a trips.
It's the D-line and linebackers getting home, which is exactly what they needed to fix in the second half. They got too far downfield, and Guerrier could just step up and throw something. He looked right again, and now he's going to step up, escapes.
He's looking deep.
He's got to get 20 yards. Guerrier to the 30, running across the field to the 27. He's about a yard short.
Great play.
Are they going to give it to him? Seems like 4th. It is a 1st down, a gain of exactly 20.
Wow.
And a Herculean rushing effort from Guerrier. I did not think he would get it. I thought Wakefield was going to chase him down.
I thought they had him there, honestly. But he broke out, full-on sprint, made a few moves.
And the secondary, outside of the 2 touchdown drives, has looked pretty solid for Wakefield.
Yeah, definitely seeing good spurts here. Got to keep it though. You know, we can't jump to conclusions just yet.
And what should be coverage sacks, it's just Guerrier's way of fumble. Guerrier keeps it, and he's just going to get sacked at the 26. And JT Doherty, a little bit of a new position for him. He's usually just Mike linebacker, and just this year he's taken the role of running back.
Yeah, that was a close one. Even after that fumble, looked like number 2 on Wakefield. Kind of almost snagged it again on the way down.
Yeah, it looked close. A turnover there would have put this game on its back.
I think this place would blow up. You know, that student section already revved up over there.
They are hyped in their pink out.
They love this though.
A stop here for Wakefield will be ginormous. Pistol trips look. Guerrier inside run. Doherty gets to the outside. JT flagged down. It's probably a hold, like it almost always is on a run like that for Burlington, and that's what it is. More and more self-inflicted mistakes.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Seen a lot of holds tonight.
It's shedding the block and not holding them is the key here. And what was a really good run now puts you right back to where you started. 5:20 left in the 3rd quarter.
Time's flying.
Ball's at the 36, looks like second and 20. Got to get to the 16. I would maybe have, for the first time in probably 3 years, a tight end has lined up on the outside, Sam Fernandez. Almost never we run routes with tight ends. Brooks in the right slot. And Matty Conti back there to pass block as Ryan Ellis breaking tackles down inside the 25 to the 21. One read on that play and one read only. And
it seems like those Burlington wide receivers are slippery.
They're physical guys, and these aren't really your short, more Braxton Berrios type guys. These are.
You could do this all night.
I'm here all night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here all night. They're physical. They're more like Deebo Samuels, and they're clones of each other, basically. First, you got to get 2 guys on them, or they're going to find a way to break it.
I mean, it's tough. Wakefield's doing a lot of arm tackles right now, though, and that's just unacceptable.
You got to get low on the tackles.
Playing such aggressive receivers, I mean, not going to get lucky with them.
3rd and 7, same formation, hot blitz.
Breaks right
Garrier
through.
sacked. Damian Hunt back at the 35.
There's Damian Hunt again with another big play in the second half.
4th and long, and maybe you punt it here. 4th and 17.
Is the punt team out there?
Too long to punt, too long to kick, too short to punt. I mean, you maybe have to go for it. Maybe we see Anthony Flacco again. Hit them with an arm punt.
It's tough. I mean, you're talking 4th and 17. You're kind of in like that dead man zone. I guess they're going for it.
Fourth and 17.
Interesting formation here.
Garrier rolling right, stepping up, avoids a sack, avoids another one, has to get rid of it. Throwing off his back foot and incomplete.
You almost called it.
That could have been 10 times worse.
Kobe Esposito with almost a phenomenal tackle.
That could have been 10 times worse.
It's a big play.
That is a huge
big play
turnover,
for
and I would have almost punted it there. A little pooch punt, maybe get it to the sideline.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
tough.
the call there to go for it.
That's a tough kick for a high schooler. Trying to stick him deep like that, I don't know.
It was way too long to kick. That would have been 51.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
That is a huge
Unless he has a cannon, but you said
Yeah.
your kicker's injured, right?
Yeah.
It's a different kicker. Give him a shot, you know?
Yeah. And here's that Wakefield offense. Back at it again. Maybe we see the run plays again that have worked. Now it's all in Wakefield's hands. Play action. Looking, firing off the helmet of John Mello, intended for Matt Beaver, incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden Jones is in the backfield again. Probably going to see him the rest of the night, I would suspect. Almost a nice reception there for Fitzpatrick. Right up the middle. I like this, though. I like what we're seeing from Wakefield. I mean, they're being aggressive. They're finally being aggressive. I think there's a little bit of twinkle in their eyes, a little bit of confidence now.
There is definitely confidence in the Wakefield side.
Got to make a play still.
Burlington needs that wake-up call play. A sack, interception, big pass breakup. As they give it right back to Jones again at the 36.
Nice little gain.
Gains 3, it'll be 3rd down 7. Game opened up with a Ryan Ellis touchdown, then it was Matty Conti, and then Aiden Jones for, I think, 45 yards last Wakefield drive. And that is where we stand with 2:35 left in the 3rd quarter. The 1st and 3rd quarter went by really quick.
Yeah.
Already 2 minutes left. Seems like we just started.
I mean, it's that energy in the air, I think. You know, we're just glued to what's going on the field right now. Big plays on both sides.
Flags down. This one's on Wakefield, I think.
Let's give you a Wakefield. Easy.
Self-inflicted mistakes when you have all this momentum. And maybe that shifts it right back to the Red Devils side.
These Wakefield boys are giddy.
They just scored, and they really want to. They like that feeling of scoring. They want to do it again.
They long for it, for sure.
Big win here.
Third down, 12.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an adrenaline in them right now. Got to
This
make sure they
point on-
contain it, but
This point on a win is a huge win. Third down, 12 for Weston McNeely. It's definitely passing situation.
oh yeah.
McNeely throwing it up on the right side and incomplete.
It's a pretty good
Coverage
throw.
by Ellis. Clean ball. John Fitzgerald on the target.
Seen a lot more accurate throws from McNeely this second
Seems
half.
like a totally different quarterback.
You know,
back
they're
there.
tough catches, right? You kind of throw it up, hope that the receiver can make a play there. You know, Wakefield has to make the play. You know,
I would have loved
Burlington
to see back shoulder on that one. Maybe turn back around.
asking a lot.
That was a 50-50 ball, and if it
Yeah.
was back shoulder, it probably would have been 80-20.
It's Burlington secondary for sure is all over them, so kind of comes down to that one-on-one. Who's going to make the play? And for there, it was Burlington. Fourth down already.
Back to punt Carter Jefferson as Brooks waits at the 35.
But seen a mixed bag from Jefferson tonight, so let's see how this kick goes.
Oh, the laces were down on that one. Uh-oh. That
Oh,
probably
he's
hurt.
going to run that.
And
yeah.
Ryan Brooks, and he gets to the outside and just tackled. Great tackle made.
He is a demon out
John
there when he gets
Fitzgerald.
running.
He is quick and shifty. The one thing I don't really like about his game is he runs side to side a little too much, and you saw it there. If he just broke that tackle and kept going to the left, he probably would have got to the 40 or untouched to the end zone.
No, I definitely, you
His
kind
speed
of,
is a factor.
yeah, you could foresee a much better play there, but Wakefield got him.
Got to run north to south. You can't be running east to west.
Do they teach that still? I know when I
You
played football,
definitely should teach that. You can't run east to
we
west.
got yelled at if we ran at an angle.
Oh my gosh.
They always wanted us to drop a shoulder.
I mean, when I played for this team, my sophomore and junior year, that was the whole thing. You run north to south. You don't run east to west.
yeah. We would get benched if we didn't.
We had a really good running back last year, Joe Poland, number 30. He ran north and north only, and he put his head down for it. And there's JT, big hole up the middle to the 43-yard line, gain of about 9 or 8.
JT Doherty on the carry.
It'll be second down and 1. Here's the hurry up,
Second and 1.
a double shotgun look, back to Doherty again. Trying to find a hole, and he will push forward.
Good play call.
When they need
Get the
one.
first down. Good back-to-back plays.
Playing nice and conservative.
Stop by number 54.
Clock continues to mow down. About a minute left here.
Looks like Damian Hunt has a little bit of an injury. That's actually going to be
That's a big
huge
blow. That's a
for.
big blow. He's been getting back there.
He's been playing really well this second half as his final minute ticks down in the third.
50 seconds left here. Back to the pistol look. One tight end set. Brooks has the wing back on the right.
Say probably looking for Brooks, but they give it to the running
Up
back.
the middle, Doherty to the 39. They give him 3, and that might end the quarter here.
Stop by number 85, Matt Beaver.
Well, Dom, it's going to be a nice, tight finish here.
We got a good one.
You gotta
ticking
love to
down.
see it.
We got a good one going into the final quarter here at Landry. Looking forward to see the rest of this offensive drive. No matter what happens, curious to see what Wakefield does as a little rebuttal.
14-7 as we go to quarter number 4. This is a completely different game than what it was in the first half,
I'm loving it.
and you'll love to see it.
Our next home game will be here against Burlington. on the 25th game up there, but I understand that's going to be senior night. 25th of Tuesday. Wakefield against Burlington.
14-7 here.
Teams
Second and
back.
7.
Let's see what they do here. Got to see some action for Brooks at some point.
Definitely. You got to implement him in the offense. He's been real quiet. Garrier looking right. Garrier throwing down the seam. It's Ellis again and almost bringing it down. That is Ian Christie on the coverage.
Great coverage by Christie there. He kind of had to make up some room, break into a little sprint to catch up.
Just a tad bit underthrown, and if it was a yard more in front of Ellis, that is caught for
Christie
a touchdown.
pulling an Air Jordan trying to grab that ball. Great play by Wakefield there.
Huge stop, and the secondary, do you think looks like a totally different secondary from the first 3 weeks?
As I said, overall they've been growing, kind of reverted back in this first half of the game, but this is honestly the best I've seen them all season for sure. They're getting in a groove.
And it seems like no, cover 0 look on 3rd and 7. Garrier looking right, throwing right. Doherty makes the catch. Doherty had a steam to the 25 and more. Down to the 21, and
take about
those short conservative routes.
Yeah.
He's
Definitely got some aggression
never
on
out there
Burlington.
catching passes.
Yeah, didn't expect it. Wide open though.
1st and 10, back to the red zone offense.
Creeping into field goal range no matter what. Getting into the red zone.
I definitely see them taking 6 here no matter what. I don't see them taking 3.
Yeah.
League game, you have to stay aggressive. You've been aggressive almost all game.
It's a big touchdown if they get it here. It's a real big deficit with 11 minutes left.
Especially coming off a defensive stop. Garrier over the middle. There's
Brooks.
Head of steam.
Oh, drops
on the
his
right
shoulder.
side, drops the shoulder down to the 12.
Gets an extra 2 yards on that.
And are they going to give him the first down? I think he's a yard short.
It's a tough spot.
Might be second and a hair.
From up here, it looked like he got it.
Yeah. It will be 2nd and 1 from a 13, so he's a yard short. But in any way possible, they try and get Brooks involved, even if it's a drag over the middle of the field. He was wide open, just had to turn the corner. .20 to go, 2nd down and 1. Garrier motions out Richard. Looking left, it's a pump fake screen. He gets the edge. Garrier gets a block. Spin move down to the goal line.
Right into the
and
end
he's
zone.
in. Touchdown, Devils. It's Anthony Garrier on a keeper. The pump fake screen throwing off the entire secondary.
Yeah, I mean,
Right
Garrier
back in.
sprinting right past Esposito there, who really didn't have a chance to tackle him. Then he just, went right upfield and then kind of thrown into the end zone for those 6 points.
It's the pump fakes that get you. And now Brooks to make it a 14-point game.
Here's that action we expected from Brooks here. Nice little kick.
High snap brought down and blocked.
There it is. He almost blocked it earlier in the game.
John Fitzgerald.
Seen a lot of Fitzgerald today for sure, whether it's for good or bad, really.
Yes,
But he's really made some big plays that kind of help the memory erase the the fumble, the dropped passes, and all that. Poor secondary at points, but he's really shown to be one of the big names right now for the second half.
He's been pretty solid.
You got to keep throwing it, I think, if you're Wakefield.
Yeah,
just keep
now
going
it's all
for it.
about how you answer.
And still, it's 7:20. Got 10 minutes left. Got a pretty good amount of
That is
time.
a lot of time.
Burlington's so good with their clock management, so it's like you really, whenever you're out there on offense, you gotta make
They
a
have to
play.
score every drive against this Burlington team, definitely.
I mean, it's definitely been more split between Burlington and Wakefield with offensive, time on the field.
Yep.
As we said, that could change in a heartbeat, but need big plays. Need McNeely to really just throw it deep.
The blocked extra point might come up huge.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. All comes down to
especially if
this.
Wakefield gets 7, and you're looking at an extra point to win the game.
Curious to see if they try those screen passes we haven't seen yet, because I remember last week playing Beverly, they right around this time, that's where they really started hammering in screen plays, and they haven't given it a shot just yet.
Deep kickoff to the 12, and there goes Fitzgerald to the
guy.
outside, brought down.
High tackle, still
16.
rips him.
Shane Sheehan.
Fun names on the Burlington
Surprised
side.
they haven't used him as much as they did. Week 1, he was huge. He had a couple catches week 1 against Westboro. Now exactly 10 minutes to go. Ball at the 24.
Please run on the 24, first and 10 for Warren.
And now it's all about the response from McNeely. It's going to be a pass. He's looking on an out route. Pass is caught over there by William Forbes.
Forbes, typical name for sure. Got to start hitting him a little bit more though, get him hot. Haven't really seen too much action from Forbes. He had a really good reception earlier, Looks like they're subbing him out for a play. But yeah, I mean, for McNeely.
Good gain of 6, keep it conservative.
Yeah, you want to
Don't
play
have
in
to go
varsity,
deep.
got to make these plays.
Football's not all about, go deep every play. No, you take what's on the field in front of you.
There's a strategy to it, right? We know that.
Yeah.
Can't always shuck it. We keep saying, like, go deep, but there's a little bit
The
more to it
receiver's
than
10
that.
yards off the ball. A 5-yard out route gets you 5 guaranteed yards.
Yeah.
9:15 to go.
Jones looks ready in the backfield.
In motion, Beaver. Beaver's ready to. That's not Beaver. That's Fitzpatrick.
There we go, and
There's
he
the
breaks
broken
out.
play. And Cam Sartori, huge play and a really good tackle out there by Garvey. That could have been worse.
Number 9, Tommy DeFeo.
That was DeFeo, sorry. It's
You can't really
hard to
tell.
see
I was
over
looking
there.
at them. I couldn't tell. The jersey scrunched a little bit. Couldn't tell if it was an 8 or a 9. Regardless, great play by DeFeo.
And it's the motions from these tight ends. These are really big tight ends. And if they go out for a route, I don't think anyone in that Burlington linebacking core or secondary can get up there and knock it down. As they got Matt Beaver on the outside, lined up against John Mello. Looks like a 5-inch difference over there on the right side. He runs a curl route.
He's looking deep.
Neely brought down. That is Chris Williams.
Eyes just too locked in on the deep pass. Not really seeing his surroundings that well.
Excuse me, that is Josh Hollenbeck for Burlington on the sack.
Cross part of the Wakefield 45. Loss of 7.
Second down and 17. And it's a stretch handoff. Jones, and he breaks free. Big hits from Brooks again, and he is just laying the boom.
Another big hit to a running
He got
back
up
on the
just fine,
Wakefield.
Jones.
Popped right up for sure,
Popped
but
right up.
can't lose another one.
Yeah, that's 2 straight down, and now you're scraping your depth chart at that point.
Yeah, what do you do at that point? I mean, you can put Sanchez back there. I'm sure you don't want to for the rest of the game.
Definitely.
He's a big part of that defense. Big hits, though, from Burlington. You said that was Brooks?
That was Brooks.
Wow.
He gets. His job is find a gap, hit somebody, and he fills that job perfectly on defense. He's gonna come off the edge here. It looks like
Away from
another
Brooks.
handoff to Jones, and he's got the first down because of forward progress. John Mello, first one there.
Yeah.
Wakefield run game is getting a
It's
lot
refreshing.
of good games.
It's refreshing, It's good, It's almost like they want to avoid Brooks now after that. Brooks was on that right side. They go left, just in
It
case.
seems like it's wherever side he's on, go the other way,
Yeah.
and it seems to be working. Maybe we have a stretch or a draw right side. It's a short pass. Catch made. That is Beaver down to the 31.
It's getting a little nerve-wracking though. I mean, we're getting close to 6 minutes left, and they gotta get a few more
Four down
points.
territory,
You know?
down 2 possessions here. Save those timeouts, and then it's all about your defense. I would talk to my defense right now and say, hey, go out there, hit somebody. We need you to step up big here.
Yeah. Definitely need to see a touchdown on this drive.
Can't take 3, even though kicker's been reliable as he has been all year. McNeely looking left, throwing left, good ball to the outside, knocked away. Drew Garvey on the coverage.
That was a dart by McNeely there.
That was probably his fastest throw of the day.
That was a beauty.
They have been almost wobblers, so to speak.
No, they have.
They go deep and they're a little slow.
It's you can see the confidence like in the actual structure of the ball. You know, when it actually releases off his hand, it's definitely
totally
progressed.
different quarterback.
Totally. A tight window for the receiver there, though. The secondary Burlington has just been top notch.
Set 3rd down 6 from the 31. McNeely, a curl route. Pass caught over there by Ian Christie. And he's got the 1st down at the 19-yard line.
They should hurry up a little bit. They call a timeout?
Maybe a little bit pep in your step. And it's an injury timeout. It's Drew Garvey, and that's a huge blow. The Burlington secondary, he's been very reliable all year on coverage after breaking up the pass.
You're signaling over the trainers.
And it's that next man up mentality for this Burlington team.
They're stepping up when they need to, as you said.
Definitely.
You know, you face an injury, someone's got to do it.
Someone has to.
And it seems like overall, just the athleticism and the understanding of the game from all members of this Burlington team, they're just doing a great job when they need to step in.
It seems like he's walking under his own power. Good sign. Maybe a cramp, maybe got stepped on.
I was going to say maybe some muscle tightness. It looked like it, but
he's running fine. He's got to take a play off, though, which is
slight discomfort, but he'll be back.
Then you put Richer over on the right. No, he's going to move over to linebacker. Yeah, move over to linebacker. Last week, Brady got torched on about 2 touchdowns. So they put Matty Conti over there on the outside corner. 1st and 10, 19-yard line. 5:40 to go. Motion over Jackson Fitzpatrick. Looking right, pass incomplete, off the hands of John Fitzgerald. He probably would have got 8 or 9 on that.
You got to make that catch, right? I mean,
it's a good throw.
We've been talking about Fitzgerald all day, right? The ups and downs for sure, and I'm sure he'll be beating himself up over that one.
And that might be more costly than he thinks. I mean, looking at 2nd and 2 from the red zone. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. Clock does stop. If you look on the bright side.
Yeah, I mean, that's time management's going to be huge here for the rest of the game for both sides, really. You know, if we get a touchdown out of Wakefield here, they got to get that ball back with enough time. You know, they have a good rhythm right now. They're marching down the field. You know, going to Jones when you need to. Jones is getting you 5 to 10 yards pretty consistently. Receivers overall have been good, but got to make the catch when it's there.
2nd down 10, 19-yard line. Looking right, throwing off the hands of Doherty. That probably would have sealed it. And the one play he doesn't blitz, he gets his hands on it. That was put on a silver platter.
It's tough.
To him.
McNeely was looking at that left side that right after the snap.
You got to look off the receiver. You can't keep looking at him.
Easy read for that defense there.
Really good on JT's part to read the eyes of the quarterback.
3rd down. This is huge.
Got a pass here. Maybe crossers. Something over the middle of the field. It's a stretch play to Jones. Jones has the edge. Tackle made.
Odd up. Great tackle.
Ryan Ellis, a corner stepping up, making the tackle. 4th down and 7, and this, I believe, is the game.
You got to. I mean, yeah, you can't kick it. It's that simple. You know, clock's ticking down. We're hitting about 5 minutes left in the 4th. Big deficit still between Burlington and Wakefield.
Timeout Wakefield.
Yeah.
And you can't take a timeout here.
It's tough. They have 2 left. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with it. You know, this is a big play, right? You really got to captivate your guys, get them in the right mindset, make sure everyone's on the same wavelength for this play.
Then again, you have to have a go-to fourth and medium play, game on the line.
Yeah,
What's
you got to
a
have
play that
something.
works? And very surprised with the stretch play, but it almost worked. Just really great tackling job by Ellis on the outside.
Yeah, let's see what they do. I mean, I didn't disagree with that run attempt for sure. I mean,
no.
Jones has been
It
having
worked out
such
really
a
well.
great second half. I don't know. I really think they should throw one of their screens here. It's honestly, it's been kind of frustrating me. You
They
know?
haven't really thrown one all game, so why pull it out now unless you keep your best play in your back pocket?
I hate to talk it up, but it works.
It
I
works.
mean, they have it down to a T. I mean, maybe not so much against such a great defensive showing.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you use it out of the blue all of a sudden? I'm a gambling man. I think you do.
Definitely.
But let's see. I'm not coaching.
That's why we're up here, not down there.
Yeah.
It's like Beaver and Jackson are on the field. Maybe throw one up to one of them. McKinney looking up the middle. McKinney back shoulder. There was a little bit of a hold there.
penalty?
Incomplete, no flag.
Looking for the flag, no flag. Oh,
Intended for
McNeely.
John Fitzgerald, coverage by Ellis again.
McNeely's in
Burlington takes over.
disbelief. He was doing the gesture that whole time.
It depends on the angle. Wasn't really a catchable ball. I mean, you could have called a hold there.
I mean,
that was way out of bounds. I wouldn't.
yeah, you're talking like a 2% chance of catching that
I mean,
ball.
unless your miss is incredible or whatever, you're not really catching that ball.
Yeah. Got some good playmakers on that Wakefield side, but
I would have looked to one of the tight ends. I mean, they're huge.
yeah.
Send them up the seam, and you find the one that's open or who's got the best shot.
Interesting play call for sure. Never know. Could see a fumble or something.
Maybe the lack of screen plays earlier in the game is why.
You got to establish it, right, if you want to do it, but never saw it today, it seems.
Quick switch up. JT gets down to the 17. And lucky to get one. Clock continues to mow down.
Ball carried by number 20.
And that
Tim Fernandez. Second down.
Clock hitting 4:25 remaining in the game. Burlington taking their time. No need to not.
no need to not take your time.
Looks like
Take it down as far as you can.
some fans filing out right now.
And crazy things have happened.
Oh, totally.
Crazier
We
things
know
have
that.
happened. Gary, they're going to throw a screen pass. Ellis turns it
Wow.
upfield, gets to the 22.
Wow, stays up for a couple more yards there.
That's
I mean, yeah, you're right. Anything could happen. You know, you're talking a pick six, right?
that could have been bad.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of red jerseys over there, and
1 yard line. Third down.
big third down at about 5-4.
It's tough. I mean,
Very surprised they pulled out a screen.
Wakefield's defense looks tired too.
They look out of it. They look like, yeah, this game's over. We're done. We're just playing the game.
And it's tough, you know. 3.5 minutes left, 7:20. You hate to like creep into that mentality, but they have been working their butt off this whole second half to really give their team a
They have
chance.
played a really good second half, only allowing 6 points. And Garrier
Oh yeah.
stepping up. There's more flags on the O-line for Burlington as he gets the first down out of bounds at the 33. This one might be going back. With 3:08 to go.
Illegal procedure penalty against Burlington. It's a 5-yard penalty.
It's a legal procedure. So 3rd and 5 turns to 3rd and 10. And Wakefield, pending on this play, will have another shot at it. But the ground game shouldn't even be a question of using. You can't use the ground game now.
No.
The clock does keep moving in favor of Burlington.
Yeah, no urgency out there right now for sure.
Whatsoever. Probably talking about plans for the weekend.
No, there's a timeout. Or,
Burlington,
oh,
I believe.
is there a clock issue?
Maybe it was a
I don't know if I heard
matter
him
of
wrong.
if the clock should move on a penalty like that.
Yeah, looks like they were correcting it because we were going with the notion that it was just ticking down
Yeah,
anyways, right? That's why you
definitely.
expect to see that timeout, eliminate it, but looks like there was a little bit of a issue down in the booth.
Looks like it stopped with 2:54 they will put on the clock.
Third down, though.
Yeah, air it out here. 3rd and 10. Go to your go-to play. Stay in bounds. #1 priority. Wakefield looks like they're going to send 4, and they do. Garrier flushed out, jukes a man. Garrier running for his life, gets outside. Still trying, and then gives himself up.
Killed a lot of time there,
14.
too.
And timeout Wakefield, you would presume.
Thought
That's what it
Fitzpatrick had a
is.
chance of getting him down there in the
There was maybe
backfield,
7
but
chances to bring him down.
Timeout.
So 2:31 left. Wakefield takes a timeout, and now the punt team. And maybe we see that punt block from Wakefield that we saw earlier in the game.
definitely time to see some magic.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
they have it in them, though. Those boys, they work hard.
Really gritty game from both sides.
It's been fun.
been real fun.
It's been real fun. You know, wasn't so sure in that opening after that opening drive, first couple drives after that, first quarter.
Really the first play of the game.
Yeah, that was just. It was amazing
Usually-
to see for sure. You know, that talk about set the tone, right? And it really kind of melded into a much more intense football game. A lot more adrenaline on both sides. Great showings in the second half. I'll keep praising Wakefield in the second half.
It's almost like an early 2000s type game where defense ran the show.
Yeah, totally.
And you had a couple spark plays. Burlington and Wakefield, I think it's just 1-1 in terms of big plays. The Wakefield touchdown and the Burlington touchdown
Totally.
to start the game.
Getting ready
Back
for the
deep
punt.
at the 49, John Fitzgerald. And Brooks will have it at the 1-yard line to boot this thing away. And it looks like a safe block formation. High snap handled, Brooks. End over end punt, Fitzgerald lets it bounce. It goes backwards, Vadney will grab it at the 41. And tough bounce, Wakefield bounce there. In a pretty short field, ball's at the 40-yard line.
I convinced myself he was going to take that and try to make a play.
I thought he was going to take it too.
Yeah.
In no way is this game over either right now anyway with this field. As long as you save those 2 timeouts,
2.5 minutes is a good amount of
it's a
time.
good amount of time.
You know, this offense is seeing really good developments. They still kind of struggling finishing the drive for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
But anything could happen, you know. Do something quick in a few plays, maybe a little onside kick.
They're definitely going to look at that 4th down in the last drive and think that was not our best showing or decision making. 2:28 left. McNeely looking, tipped, incomplete. It's off the hands of Beaver.
Not seeing much from Beaver tonight for sure.
You would think they would feed these big, tall tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've seen McNeely throw pretty high, you know, like these high throws, and they have hops too. They can make it if it is a little too out of their reach, but yeah, I don't know, just not seeing a lot of elements I expected to see going into this game today.
Definitely. 2nd and 10, 41-yard line, 2:23 to go. Weston McNeely's Warriors. Takes it, play action, looking deep. McNeely over the middle of the field, off the hands of Jackson Fitzpatrick. He left his hands in his bag. It'll be 3rd down and 10. That was a gimme.
Yeah, it was a great
Off
play.
his hands.
It was a great play, and he's frustrated
Beating
with
himself
himself.
up for that one. And it's that next play mentality. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I mean,
Plenty of time, plenty of reps left.
3rd down, 3rd and 10 still, right? So got to do something here. Expect to see another. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if I saw a run here. Just kind of switch things up, but
maybe a stretch to that right side. It looks like they have a bunch of bodies on that right side. And it'll be a
like
McNeely keeper. And maybe the ball, no, the ball did
it
not
looked
come
like,
out.
I think it was just the glimmer of a helmet. Yeah, my eyes
Gain of
widened for
4.
a second.
There it
Yeah.
is. 4th and 6.
Yeah.
And going hurry up. And obviously you can't use a timeout. You need those timeouts.
Actually surprised that McNeely hasn't kept it like that a lot more, because that's a typical play of theirs is a quick snap, get a block from the running back, go that left side, right side, whatever side deemed necessary, and he usually keeps it. Only seen that about, like, I'm going to say 3 times today.
Almost like they're playing conservative, keep him healthy.
Could be that. Could be that. Minute and a half left. Wakefield steps up to the ball.
4th down, 7. 1:20 left. McNeely, game on the line, drops back, looking, throwing, pass, knocked away.
There it is, Anthony.
And I believe that was Drew Garvey on the coverage, and it was back healthy Drew Garvey. And Burlington takes over, minute 12 left. This game might be over.
Really textbook coverage by the cornerbacks all day in Burlington. Those corners are just...
I thought they had a chance. It was a really good turnaround on the curl route, and Garvey just playing with his hands, not his body. Excellent play there.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
Wakefield's
I
going to
wrap
be beating themselves up. A few dropped passes throughout the entire game. Just going to sit in their chest, you know. You know, we've been there, you know, playing, and you mess up a play at some point in the game. You drop that pass, you could have gone 10 yards, that first down, that whatever it may be. Sometimes you blame yourself, but...
And it's all about next game.
It's all about next game, you know. Great improvement in the second half. Wakefield really unsteady this season, though, for sure. Now that we're kind of getting a few more games under the belt, seeing great showings on defense. Offense is a little wobbly.
Definitely, and there's things to work on for both sides.
For sure, you know, it's McNeely, young, got a lot more confidence, and that may be the thing for him is you just got to...
Second half, he looked totally like a different quarterback.
You got to insert that confidence in him, you know? I don't know him personally or anything, but you saw that. You saw that body language. You saw that form. It was just, by the end of the game, he was getting in that groove, and sometimes it really comes down to the individual, you know? You can get in your head so easy, you know? Burlington came out just Mach 9 speeds with aggression, athleticism.
Well, next week, Burlington's got a date at home with Wilmington, Thursday at Varsity Field. Burlington Cable Access TV on Facebook will have the coverage for that one. And Wakefield
Community Access. First, just want to say, Anthony, this was awesome.
This was awesome. Really great experience
doing
working with Wakefield.
Yeah, so this was a nice little collab with Burlington and Wakefield Community Access. Had a fun night for sure. Really fun game. And I don't I need the call.
Oh, thank everybody.
Yeah, no, thank you everybody. Thank you Cavan Hill, cameraman, great intern. Always coming to these cold football games. Wearing a hoodie this time for the first time ever. But yeah, this was a fun one, and I'm looking forward to next week. On to the next for both teams. My name is Dominic Chadwick.
Anthony Matos.
And we see you guys next time.
20-7 from Landry.